guys, welcome back to my bubble. And in today's mukbang, I have Mangu with golpe. My Dominican people, you guys know what that is. So that's the salami, the fried cheese, and the eggs. There it is. Anyway, so in my last video, I was kind of struggling with what to talk about. And, ooh, look at that. So, I thought about doing a story time, since I've never done that before. And my story time is going to be about, well, first of all, how are you guys doing? It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's my day off. It's always a good day when you're off. And again, the kids are in school, so I figured, okay. So, like I was saying, I want to do a story time, and I wanted to talk about, well, hence the title, 15 and Pregnant. And no, it's not the TV show. You guys already know I have 2 kids. Bree is 10. My son turned 8 yesterday. And I'm 26. So, if you do the math, I had Brie at a pretty young age, at 16. I don't know. And when I came out pregnant by her, I was in my sophomore year in high school. I was 15 years old. And obviously I was with her dad. I was with her dad for 3 years. Brian, if you're watching this video, hi boo. And I came out pregnant. I had, oh, by the way, this is passion fruit. So good. Real Dominican breakfast right here. Well, it's not even breakfast. It's like brunch now. So, anyways, like I was saying, it all started with wanting to work. You know, when you're a teenager and you want to work, you got to get papers filled out in school and get a physical and all that stuff. So, I go to my school nurse. I remember her name still, Maria. And I got a physical, whatever. She checks me. I'm there sitting without a care in the world, no worries at all. Don't know what the heck is going on in my body. But I was good. I had no symptoms. I was still getting my period. Everything was normal. And then she comes back. They did a pregnancy test and all that. She sits down with a serious face and looks at me and says, "Oh, I see a pregnancy here." I was like, well, no, that can't be. Well, and she asked me like a smartass, well, are you sexually active? Yes. Are you protecting yourself? No. So how can that not be? Okay, I get it. So then, everybody in school knew about me and Bree's dad. Like, we were the it couple back in high school. Everybody knew about us. Even the nurse. So, I was just sitting there scared shitless. Like, all sorts of thoughts and emotions and everything was running through my mind. So, she asked me, do you want me to call Brian downstairs? I was like, yeah. So when he comes down, he sits across from me. I'm crying because I'm nervous. Everything. I was just thinking about how the fuck am I gonna break this to my mom? Like, so she ends up telling him, and he just looks at me like this the whole time with a stupid grin on his face. And I'm just like, why is he so cheesy for? Like, why? But I kind of knew why. So then Maria's just telling us, advising us. She gives me a whole bunch of paperwork. She tells me that I have, like a week or two to come up with a decision. Like, what am I going to do? I was like, okay. So when we leave the nurse's office, we're going back to class. Me and Brian. He's still looking at me. He doesn't tell me anything. And then I asked him, why do you keep smiling? Then he says, well, wasn't this what you wanted? Wasn't this what we wanted? And the reason he said that is because my daughter didn't just happen. Like, oh, it was the condom broke, it just happened, or it was a mistake. No. We actually planned to have her, as crazy as it sounds. We aimed to have that baby. And I know, I was 15 at the time. He was 16. And it was just ridiculous. But I guess we was just so crazy about each other that we really agreed. Like, we wanted to have a bond between us that would, like, last forever, no matter what happened. Because, we were just high school sweethearts. So, we were kids. We actually aimed for her. And that was it. There she was. So I was just like, you know what, you're right. But I was still scared shitless. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do when I got home. But I had to tell my mom. Like, I didn't want to wait 2 days, a week. No, I had to tell her. And I told her that same day. When I got home, I remember it was a Tuesday. And I'm just pacing back and forth in the living room, like, how the fuck am I gonna tell her this? So whatever. So I call her over to the living room and I tell her, Mom, I need to tell you something. She's like, She comes, she sits down. And the whole time I'm just like, so I went to the nurse and I got my physical. And you know that when they do your physical, the whole time she's staring at me like this. And I was like, you know that when they do your physical, they do a pregnancy test and they check for everything and all types of everything for you to work. I was just beating around the bush like crazy. And then she's just like, dime, girande. And I was like, okay. So, and then I started crying. That's when I think she knew what was coming. So she was like, and I was like, so the pregnancy test came out positive. Oh my God. She was like, I was like, I know, I'm sorry. I'll do whatever you want me to do, whatever you want. I'll do whatever you say. I'm just so sorry, Mommy, I'm so sorry. This was me the whole time. And she was like, Dominican mother's mad dramatic. But I couldn't blame her, honestly. She was like, ay, Dios mío, tanto que te lo dije. Ay. And then she started crying, and we both started crying. And I don't remember what else she did after that. I just know that after she calmed down, she came back to me and she was like, well, it's your body. It's your decision. You decide what you want to do. And that she supports me with whatever it is that I decide to do. But that if I did decide to keep the baby, that I had to stay in school. No matter what I did, I had to stay in school, finish school, and she'll help me with whatever it is that I needed. And that's exactly what she did. It was so hard, you guys. My mom was really all the support that I had. And of course, his mother too. His father wasn't with it at all. He was not with nothing. So I didn't even bother with that man. But his mom and my mom, they were both very, very supportive. I kept my baby. As you can see, she's big and beautiful, 10 years old now. And he was happy. I was happy that I was having my baby. It was tough. It was so hard. I continued going to school. I finished high school. Well, I finished my sophomore year. For junior year, the beginning, I had to miss like the first 2 months because I had just given birth. But 2 months in, I was right back in school. And yeah, it's hard because, you know, people would talk. Yeah, the other students would look at you funny. The teachers would look at you funny. And it's very, very uncomfortable. But I did it. And I'm not saying, you're probably thinking like, oh, you're sending girls out there to go have babies and whatever. No, that's not what I'm doing at all, because I have a daughter of my own now, and I wouldn't want her to come out pregnant at the age of 15 or 16. But if she does, God forbid, she won't be the first or the last one. And the same way my mom had my back, I'll have her back 1,000%. So no, I'm not saying young girls should go out there and have a baby at the age of 15 or 16. Or plan to get pregnant at a, you know, none of that. That should be the last thing on their minds. But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, that was a mistake. I wish I could go back and undo that, or I wouldn't do it again. No. If I had to do it again, I would do it 1,000 times, because my baby girl is a blessing. That's for sure. Both of my kids are. But that's just my story, and I wanted to share it with you guys, because I know a lot of you guys comment whenever I do videos with her and tell me, oh, you guys look like sisters. She looks like a little sister. Or whatever. Yeah, something like that. That's my best friend. And I'm happy I have her. I can't finish all of this. Look. One person cannot eat all of this. I'll die. Alright. I couldn't finish. I had like half of it. See you in the next one, guys. Mwah. Song of the day. Do you guys like Song of the Day? In my last video, I did it. So, I have a new song today. Somebody put me on to this one, and it's Proud Family by Tory Lanez.
You can find someone else, but you're still mine. You and me always be tight. Never need you to second day. And even when the stars looking like a fool, somehow I always can fall back on you. Know my pride, always like myself. Serving you more than anybody else. And every day what I try not to do is let my pride get between me and you.